Good morning and welcome to Erasmus Plus Innovation Project's Dissemination Event 2021. In this edition, 257 partners from 31 different nations have participated and a total of 81 projects have been created. Throughout today's session, we will have the opportunity to learn more about 24 of them, and for this, we have invited their representatives to provide us with first-hand information. But before we start to meet our speakers, I would like to introduce Ricardo Lamadrid Inchaurraga, Director of Technology and Advanced Learning of Vice Ministry of BET.
Dunaldi honetara. Learning in the Vice Ministry of BET, in the Basque government. Today is a special event for us. So I would like all of you to enjoy this event. Thank you so much to all the participants for taking part in this event, and I would like to thank also the European Commission, because thanks to the European Commission, we know that the new Erasmus Plus program is going to be more and more enriching for all of us. During this event, you will see different presentations and short videos, and we would like you to feel closer to each other. Thank you also to all the BET centers that are going to present the different projects today, because all of you have been doing a very hard work to preparing all your presentations. I would like also to express my gratitude to the Spanish Erasmus Plus National Agency, SEPIE, and especially to Maria Gómez Ortueta, Director of BET Programs, for accepting to participate in this event today. So I will give the floor to Maria, and please enjoy the event. Best regards.
Dear friends of Technica, dear VET providers and other organizations of Euskadi, dear national and international participants attending to this initiative for disseminating the Erasmus Plus program. Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you today. My name is Maria Gómez Ortueta, and I am the director of the VET unit at SEPIE, the Erasmus Plus National Agency in Spain. Euskadi represents a reference in VET in Spain and in Europe for the quality and the innovation of their programs. And they also shows the success of the Erasmus Plus program in our country. Through the involvement of the VET centers and with the support of different institutions, we have achieved great results in the Erasmus Plus program in its different actions. KA1, mobility projects, KA2, strategic partnerships, and in centralized actions. Congratulations to all of you. In this moment, we are launching the new Erasmus Plus program for the next 7 years and the new call for 2021. The new program, thanks to the increase of its budget, it will make possible more projects to be funded with more mobilities, with different type of mobilities, including the international mobility out of the European continent, and more projects through innovative formats. The new Erasmus Plus has 3 priorities in order to be more inclusive and diverse, supporting the digital transformation, and increasing the awareness towards the environment and the fight against climate change. The new program has been conceived not a revolution, but an evolution of its predecessor. We count on you and your initiative and enthusiasm for the next goals in the next 7 years, and I really hope to meet you very soon. Good morning.
Thank you, Maria. Because the sustainability is the main axis of Europe, we have today Valentina Chanina, Project and Office Manager at FBET, Coordinator on behalf of FBET staff role in Sustainability Thematic Team.
Last year, FBET launched a new thematic team called Sustainability through VET with Technica, MCAS and Zatkin College on the future of the green skills in Europe. Taking cross-sector approach, this session seeks to initiative and policy debate of the role of green skills to promote sustainable lifelong learning. Our aims to build sustainability in education or driving sustainability in industry to use this opportunity to transform and rebuild education structures and the economy toward more resilient future of education. What skills do you believe that teachers should have in order to motivate the youth of today for tomorrow?
Thank you, Valentina. Now we will start this Erasmus Plus Innovation Project Dissemination Event 2021, speaking about Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 is the current trend of automation and data exchange in manufacturing technologies. It includes different aspects, such as cyber physical systems, the Internet of Things, cloud computing, among others. Industry 4.0 creates what has been called a smart factory. To talk about this and much more, we have with us today several representatives of different projects who will tell us what they consist of and what purpose they have been created. First of all, we have with us Olatz Idigoras Lertxundi, Professor of Electronics and Telecommunications from High-Level Vocational Training Institute Don Bosco. The project is called New Training Resources for the Change of the Industrial Paradigm, which is the aim of Robot at 3DP project.
Good morning. This project aims to develop new resources for the change of industrial paradigm. The specific goal is to create material merging additive manufacturing and 3D printers with mechatronics. We strongly believe that this material, the knowledge acquired with this material, will situate the students and companies in the emerging area of Industry 4.0. The project coordinator is AIJU, a technological center in Alicante, in Spain. And in addition, it comes with 7 collaborators, 7 entities, European entities, 2 Spanish companies, then 2 fab labs, and 2 vocational educational training schools, one in Slovenia and another one here in Renteria, which is Don Bosco.
What stage is the project at?
It has 4 outputs. The first one is an e-learning platform. Then the second one are 3D designs for 3D printing. The third one is mechatronics demonstrators, and the last one is a manual or instruction to make a robot. Even the initial planning was to go to several countries with the students and make several trainings. Due to the pandemic situation that we are handling, it was impossible, so we had so far online mini courses, and now we are finishing with theoretical outputs. And our idea is to travel with the students in autumn in order to have new experiences and to share the new experiences with other students.
And why you are participating in this kind of project, Olatz?
Besides preparing material for Industry 4.0 in order to train in this area, our main goal is to participate with the students in this kind of project, because we strongly believe that having these new experiences for students enrich their curriculum. We think that they develop their skills, not only the technical skills, also the soft skills.
How many students you have involved in this kind of project?
So far, we have around 15 students that they participate in these online mini courses, and also that they are assembling the robot with mechatronics, and they are printing their materials. So far, around 15 students.
Perfect. Thank you, Olat, for giving us more information about your project. And we wish you good luck and good journey with it. Coming up next, we have Lier Errasti. You are teacher from Miguel Altuna, and you are coming here to talk about Exam 4.0, Excellence Advanced Manufacturing 4.0. So what is Exam 4.0?
Okay, hello to everyone. Exam 4.0 is a platform of BET excellence that drives innovation on the advanced manufacturing sector. It's one of the 5 projects approved on 2018 on COVE's call. It's coordinated by Technica, and we are there like 8 partners for 5 different countries that are Belgium, Germany, Sweden, the Netherlands, and the Basque Country. And those partners represent both the BET sector and the companies.
Which are the main contributions of Exam 4.0 to BET?
Okay, so the main contribution that we have done is, first of all, we have done the state of the art regarding advanced manufacturing and Industry 4.0 and its link with the European BET systems. In this part, we have analyzed like the K-enabled technologies, the abilities the student need, the skills, use of cases of the companies, and other information. Secondly, we are creating this platform mainly for BET centers that works on advanced manufacturing, but that will be really interesting for students, for stakeholders, or SMEs. And now we have designed several labs on advanced manufacturing and Industry 4.0, where we have introduced those K-enabled technologies, and we have connected them, creating a collaborative learning factory in which we are creating a product where we are sharing data between us.
What will BET centers find in the platform of Exam 4.0, considering a platform of vocational excellence in advanced manufacturing?
Okay, so the main thing that BET centers will find in our platform will be knowledge. Of course, we have created a knowledge and we'll share with everyone, and there will be like articles or other important information that we think that should be there. There will be a collaboration area where we'll create a forum to discuss different topics. Of course, we'll give guidance service for those SMEs or BET centers that want to introduce on those new technologies. They will have the opportunity to become members so they can connect data. And we don't want to just create a product, but also like share data between us and learn about it. And there will be like several events or online courses for upskilling or reskilling for students, workers, or other people. Of course, we have a web page like examhub.eu, and if someone wants more information, it can subscribe there.
Okay, perfect. So thank you, Lier. We thank you very much for being here with us today, telling more about your project consists of, and we wish you the best. And we hope you will continue motivated creating more projects in the future.
Thank you very much.
We will continue to know more about Incobotics project from the hand of Xavier Ugarte, professor of industrial automation and robotics in Polytechnic Chorierri. Why collaborative robotics?
and the technology is growing up quite fast. So we decided to work with collaborative robots because it's true that we've been working with industrial robotics for 10 years more or less, but collaborative robots, there is a new kind of technology, there is a new kind of robotics, and we decided to work with them because we think it's going to be the future. It's true that it's the present, but in the future it's going to be more strong than now.
What could be the most interesting aspect of your project?
First of all, I like to say that we are working in our project with the 3 different brands of collaborative robots.
Okay.
We are working with Universal Robot, also with Omron and with Stably. Maybe there are the 3 main brands of collaborative robots in the world. And our idea is not to give or to make a comparison between different brands. Our idea is to have the same work with different brands of collaborative robots. So we have created 3 different tested units about programming robots, also to use with them the artificial vision systems. So our idea is to give information to all the people who want about how to use different kind of collaborative robots.
And what is the aim, objective of your project?
Our main idea about this project is to give the opportunity to everyone to have the opportunity to learn about how to program robots using cobots, but also without using robots. Our idea is to give information to everyone to have the different way to work with them. So we want to give information because we, as a teacher, we found that there is not many materials about it. So we wanted to give the chance to everyone.
And you are speaking about materials. Are the materials created available to anyone?
Yes, it's one of the main points of the project. Also, all the materials will be available in our website, in cobotics.eu, and everything is going to be available because we will create some videos, we have created some PowerPoints, we create different activities, and also another thing very important that we have created some challenges to solve with the students.
Okay. Very interesting, yes. Thank you, Xavier, for spending a few minutes to bring us your project. To end this block, in which we are talking about Industry 4.0, we have with us Anabel Menica. You are her Head of Internationalization in Polytechnic Chorierri, and you are coming here to speak about digital transformation in advanced manufacturing DTAM. DTAM is a Erasmus Plus Sector Skills Alliance project. Why did you apply for the DTAM project under the Sector Skills Alliance action?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for inviting us. Sector Skills Alliances are designed to address mismatches between FED systems and the needs of the labor market. So as Chorierri, and thanks to our close collaboration with companies, we saw there was a clear need for qualified technicians who could help companies, especially SMEs, to digitalize, to adapt to the requirements of Industry 4.0. So we are coordinating this project, but we also applied under the Sector Skills Alliances because they allow for bigger partnerships. So within in this project, there are 10 partners from 5 different countries, and the partners are from different fields. There are 3 vet centers. One is ours, Chorierri, then Apro Formazione in Italy. We have Da Vinci College in the Netherlands. There is a university, Patras University in Greece. There are companies like IDEC and Atlantis in Greece, Sarenet in the Basque Country. There is also a Chamber of Commerce and Industry from Bulgaria, and 2 industrial clusters, Gaia and AFM from Spain. So this variety of partners, each of them with their own expertise, allows for the creation of knowledge ecosystems, that can help us meet this challenge.
And what are the project main results?
There are three main results. One is a new training curriculum and methodology. Then we are creating digital training materials with a digital self-evaluation tool of both technical and transversal competences. Then there is digital material in 5 different sections that are big data, machine learning, cybersecurity, advanced sensorica, and transversal competences that are required in this digitalized world. And then we are also going to create 4 IoT remote labs to facilitate hands-on practical training.
Mm-hmm. When will the project end? Will the project outputs be freely accessible?
Yeah, of course, that's a must for all this kind of projects. The project started in November 2020, and it will end in October 2023. It's a 3-year project.
Okay.
So all the results will be available on our project website, which is detamproject.eu.
Okay, and this current COVID situation, it's a handicap for the results of this project or not?
As I said, the project started in November, but so far, amazingly, it's surprising, but we are in the right track. So we have had monthly or even every 2 weeks online meetings, and we are advancing well. But we are still looking forward to the time when we can meet face to face, because it's quite different. Yeah.
Thank you, Annabelle. We wish you good luck with this brilliant project. In a few minutes, we will continue to learn about more projects, this time on digitalization.
Hello and greetings from Greece. Welcome to the Erasmus Plus project 3D to Act, fostering Industry 4 and 3D technologies through social entrepreneurship, an innovative program for a sustainable future. The consortium consists of 7 partners from 5 different countries, including Politecnica y Castella Txorye. The 3D to Act project aims to strengthen the profiles of VET trainers and their students, and especially girls, by acquiring key competences such as 3D printing, STEAM, robotics, and social entrepreneurship. Thank you and goodbye.
Hello everyone. Politecnica Txorye coordinates 2 projects on industrial cybersecurity. INSYS 4.0 has developed a training course for OTs to raise their awareness on cyber threats and dangers in industrial systems. This Tech will focus on the training of IT technicians working in industrial environments.
Kijk zo. Agur Hollandatik. My name is Manfred Polsien from the MBO Raad, the Association of Colleges in the Netherlands. We are working with ICASLAN Bizkaia on a project called Praline. There are 2 objectives. It is about strengthening and enlarging the existing European network of providers in vocational education and training and adult education called You Prove It. And the second objective is about learning from each other, about effective lifelong learning strategies. And we are doing this with partners from Finland, Ireland, the UK, Slovenia, France, Portugal, Croatia, Estonia, Germany, Spain with 2 partners, and one of them is ICASLAN Bizkaia, and the Netherlands. This is a project from Erasmus Plus Key Action 3. Bye, adios.
Hi, greetings from Poland. Together with partners from around Europe, we've been working together to give vocational education students opportunities to use their knowledge in workplace situations and to enhance their entrepreneurial attitudes. Learn more about Make Your Way project and its results at makeyourway.eu. Bye-bye!
Good morning, greetings from Bulgaria. Together with Politecnica Torieri and our partners from Belgium, Cyprus, Greece, Ireland, we developed the Balance Project. Balance Project aims to support the small and mid-sized enterprises across the European Union, achieving greener and more environmentally sustainable operations. Thank you and goodbye.
Hello, I'm Isabel from Portugal. We are the promoters of the CESAR project with partners from Germany, Italy, Finland, and Calazans from Basque Country. We want to help the future workforce in the transition from the linear to the circular economy, and for that, we will produce, test, and validate in learning context a set of educational and training materials to be used by the teachers in VET courses and scholar education, promoting this way the skills development in circular economy. Thank you all, and see you soon.
As I was saying, we are going to talk now about digitalization. Digital technology is changing people's lives. The EU's digital strategy aims to make this transformation work for people and businesses while helping to achieve its target of a climate-neutral Europe by 2050. Europe is determined to tackle the digital skills gap and promote projects and strategies to improve the level of digital skills in Europe. And to talk about this, next we have Javier Arechederreta, head of Urrats Bat Innovation Team. You are coming from Hospitality Gamarra, and your project is called Be Europe, Be Social. The project is focused on social entrepreneurship, define specific social entrepreneurial qualities, attitudes, and skills.
That's it. Thank you, Alight. Yes, before describing social entrepreneur skills, I would like to describe what a social entrepreneur is. Social entrepreneur is an approach by individuals, companies, startups, and yes, people in general, in which they develop solutions to implement and to develop, to give solutions to environmental, cultural, and social issues. Now we can describe the profile of an entrepreneur, social entrepreneur. Social entrepreneur must be or should be a generosity person, observant person, who try to change the meaning of our companies, because the majority of companies are focused on for-profit benefits. In this case, we think we have to work apart from that, no-profit benefits, such as give support to your environmental, as I said previously, your cultural region, or some different issues that we can find around us.
How is the current status on social entrepreneurship in our regional, local level?
Well, here in the Basque Country, particularly in the Basque Country, the situation in the last century was absolutely amazing. We are very, very social society. But now people think that the most important, this kind of actions belong just to large companies, not in small companies. And through this project, we want to change this point of view of because our students, particularly, I see that kind of attitudes with my students. They think they can't do anything associated with social actions. And I think we have to change, look back because here in the Basque Country, cooperatives, as I said, cooperatives, fundations were very important. And this seed, we have to carry on with it.
In short, what are you trying to achieve with this project?
There are 6 of us, 6 different countries, 6 different branches, all of them absolutely different vocational training schools, focus on, for instance, hairdress, in my case, culinary arts or hospitality. And that's the key of our project, because it's not just focused on technical skills, focus on social skills through these different films. The main target is to produce a mentoring guide for teachers to support and to give help in order to how to develop this kind of attitudes with the students. Because sometimes it's quite difficult. The teachers don't know how to start in order to develop this kind of things.
Thank you, Javier. And we
You're
hope
welcome.
to continue knowing more projects from you in the future.
Thank you.
From Álava, we go to Guipúzcoa, specifically Tolosa, where from Immaculate Vocational School, they have created the project VET Reality, virtual reality based to training to upskill VET teachers and trainers and foster inclusion of SEN students in WBL. To talk about this project, we have with us Garazi Egiguren Urkola, professor in vocational training, health, and project manager. Thank you, Garazi, for being here today with us. What's the main aim of this project?
Thank you, Alay. So, well, I would say that the main objective of this project is to train teachers in the use of these virtual reality tools and resources just to work on learning projects and focusing on those students with special needs. So I would say that the main purpose of the project is to cultivate inclusion. Well, we are going to use these virtual reality tools, resources, just to have more realistic context and more real experience in class.
With which country are you collaborating on this project?
Okay, so our coordinator is Italy, and then we are working together Austria, Poland, France, Ireland, and us, the Basque Country. So, well, the main obstacle this year is not being able to meet like physically. Well, with these digital platforms, online meetings, we are coping with the situation. So hopefully we will be able to meet soon, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Yes, because I think that the experience in pandemia situation is quite difficult for you.
Yes, it's been challenging, but well, thanks to all the technology and digital resources, we are doing it, yeah.
And in what stage of the project are you currently in?
Okay, so the project started in October, and it will last 2 years. So we aim to reach 3 main products or results. The first one is an e-compendium based on the desk research and focus groups that we have already done. Each country has selected like several softwares and hardwares of virtual reality tools, and we investigate them just to know how do they work, what opportunity do they give us to work in class, the pros, cons. And then also we organize different focus groups, some of them with the teachers of our own school, and also with other schools next to us. So we have been able to collect different points of view, different ideas, and also different needs. And now we are using all this information. Well, all this information is being used to create material and guidelines for the second product that is going to be a 1-week training program for teachers just to practice with these virtual reality tools and devices. Focusing, as I said before, in those students with special educational needs. Yes.
Which are going to be the next steps?
Yeah, so it's going to be to carry out the 1-week training program,
Okay.
and also a mobility toolbox to give the chance to these students to have like mobility experience just from the class. Well, I want to use the opportunity to say that all the information and material created is going to be shared in our digital platforms of VET Reality, our social media, and the website that is going to be active
Nice.
soon.
So the information will be available at
That's
the
right.
website
Yes.
for all the people are interested in. Okay,
That's
perfect.
right.
So thank you, Garasi. We wish you good luck
Thank you
with
so much.
your future steps. And we are going to present the next representative, Nere Sierra Monizguren, project coordinator of the Somorrostro Training Center. The project that you bring us, Nere, is called Microgrids, training for future professionals in the assembly, startup management, and maintenance of electrical microgrids. What is the project about?
Okay, so the microgrid project is based on the definition of a curriculum focused on training these future professionals in the design, implementation, and maintenance of distributed generation systems. So we see that there is a revolution happening in the field of energy generation, and the days when millions of people's electricity needs were covered by a handful of large coal, nuclear, or gas-fired power stations are finishing. And people are increasingly installing solar panels, for example, or other renewable energy devices in their houses. So, but what is a microgrid? No? A microgrid refers to a system of electrical generation sources, like solar or wind or others, combined with an energy storage that can provide energy to buildings, campuses, or telecommunication systems, for example. Microgrids can be connected to the already existing electrical grid or can function independently, for example, in case of emergencies. So the large-scale deployment of microgrids and energy storage will require a new approach to the way electricity is generated, managed, and stored. So seeing this, we consider it was essential to create a training for future workers in this field. And nowadays, there is not much offer in this area. There are not many training programs for these future employees. And because it is a relatively new technology or young technology, and because the trainers themselves are not trained for this, they lack of knowledge. Yes.
What generation system is it based on?
So for this project, we thought of solar and wind generation systems or renewable energy systems, and also hydrogen, which is still not a very researched area, but we think it's going to be very strong in the future, and we will base them on those three. And we will also have another unit or another section that will also be about the storage of these energies. For this, these 4 units or sections will be part of one of the intellectual outputs of the project, which will be the 4 units that will go in the curriculum. As I said at the beginning, the aim of the project is to create this a curriculum and to determine which characteristics the future workers will need, and to create resources for the trainers who will need to teach these students, as we said. And for that, we have 4 intellectual outputs. The first one would be the curriculum itself, the structure of the units that will need to be studied. The second one would be a handbook for the trainers. And then the third one would be a compendium of activities and challenges for the students that would need to solve them with solve them or create energetic solutions. And the last one would be a collection of resources for the classroom like a virtual library, for example.
Okay. So we will see very closely the development of your project. Thank you, Nere, for being here today.
Thank you.
And to finish talking about digitalization, now we have next Alina Joana Ivan Enescu, Internationalization Coordinator from Armeria School. Your project is called Virtual Reality in Teaching, VirTrain. Could you explain shortly what the aim of VirTrain is?
Yes, first I'd like to mention that VirTrain stands for virtual reality for training or teaching, as you mentioned, but it focuses specifically on the sub-area of language teaching and language learning. Our project is supported by a consortium which brings together 4 different partners: the Association of Higher Education, Higher Professional Education from the Czech Republic, which is also the coordinator, the MTI Center from the Czech Republic as well, expert in language teaching, the education assessment policy from the Italian autonomous region of Trento, and Armeria Scola, the vet provider from the Basque Country, which will directly test the results of the project with the students. And to answer your question, the aim of the project is to develop skills for teaching foreign languages through virtual reality in vocational education and training. So what we aspire to do is to show the benefits of virtual reality to the full extent, map the training needs, actually train the teachers, develop their teaching skills, and help them overcome potential barriers to the use of the virtual reality for teaching and learning.
What are the specific project activities and outputs?
Yes, so there are 5 different outputs and lots of activities. In the first stage of the project, we delved into the state of art about the usability of VR for language learning. Output 2 focuses on the development of an original methodology for VR courses. Output 3 will be a purpose-built course for teachers, which will have 2 dimensions. There will be an online course in Moodle available shortly before this summer, and there will also be a face-to-face course for 15 teachers from the 3 countries next September. After that, teachers will make their own lessons in VR. They will test them with the students. And we will put together a database for VR lessons. And last but not least, we will devise a final methodology on how to teach professional language skills through virtual reality in the vet sector. And I'd like to say that all the material of the project will be made available on a multilingual digital platform, which anyone interested will be able to check at the following address, www.virtrain.eu.
How will vet students benefit from the project?
Yeah, so virtual reality will help students become more engaged, and not only that, but also more concentrated in their learning process. It will help make lessons more lively. And so we are convinced that by making available the use of virtual reality to a wide professional audience, will eventually enhance the quality of teaching and learning in the vet sector.
Thank you very much, Alina, for being here with us and telling us more details about your project. We will take a short pause to set up the next participants. who will come to talk about methodology, projects, and in a few minutes, we will be back.
Good morning and greetings from the Netherlands. My name is Aukje van der Veen and I've been working on the project DESA with our Lithuanian, Polish, Greek and Spanish partners PIT for the development of soft skills during apprenticeships. We hope to hear from you soon.
Hello, greetings from Portugal. This is the Digital Tourism Project with partners from Belgium, Italy, Portugal, the Netherlands and Spain, in Basque Country with CEBANC and CDA. With this project, we are creating the job profile of the digital tourism technician and designing the technological training content of a level 4 or 5 VET course. We analyzed hundreds of answers of European hospitality organizations focused on their needs in tourism, marketing and digital content. It includes a world-based learning period of 1 month for learners, and hopefully it will become a reality for many more students around Europe. Are you interested? All this information and much more can be found at Digital Tourism Qualification Forum, our Facebook group, where you are more than welcome to join. Thank you all and goodbye.
Hello, my name is Alba Estanjol from Ikaslan Vizcaya, and I want to introduce you to the Key A2 project called DITOGA, Digital Tracking of Vocational Training Graduates using Auto Analytics to increase the quality and sustainability of vocational training and further education. The partnership is composed by organizations from Austria, Italy, Finland, Ireland, and the Basque Country. The project DITOGA tackles the challenge to keep VET training up to date with recent job market's needs by engaging VET graduates in an ongoing feedback loop that provides meaningful data for VET providers. Here you can find more information about the project. Have a nice day.
The EduTrans project is about energy transition. In vocational education, students have to be prepared to also work in all new types of energy. So in this project, we are going to make 14 different models of new types of to produce energy. And with these models, we also make learning materials, so students will be able to be trained in these new ways of producing energy.
Hello, I'd like to introduce you to a project called EXPECT, which means exchanges of practices in education for climate targets. My name is Manfred Polzin, and I'm working for the Association of Colleges in the Netherlands called MBO Raad. And we are working together in this project with Polytechnica Ikastegia Xorieri, if I pronounce it well. The other partners are from Italy, from the UK, Latvia, Finland, Austria, and there's one more college from the Netherlands. The project partners will try to find answers to the question how vocational education and training can contribute to the climate targets, to more sustainability and to a more circular economy. And we are doing this through a number of peer learning meetings in all the countries. But at this moment, unfortunately, we need to do it online due to the COVID pandemic. Bye, adios, agur.
A teaching method comprises the principles and methods used by teachers to enable student learning. New teaching methodologies are changing in the educational environments around the world and aim to drive better academic performance among students. We are going to go deeper into this topic by learning about projects that are related to the methodology, such as Entrecomp for teachers and project created at AEG Study Center. To talk about this project, we have with us Asun Alonso, the European Programs Coordinator. What is Entrecomp, Asun?
Good morning. Well, some years ago, the European Commission identified a sense of initiative and entrepreneurship as one of the key needs for citizens, and also to create a knowledge-based society. So they set out to identify 3 main areas: ideas and opportunities, resources, and into action. And within these 3 main areas, they also identified 5 further competencies. For instance, for ideas and opportunities, you need to be creative, you need a vision, yeah? Especially nowadays, you need a feeling of sustainable thinking and inclusive thinking. For the area of resources, we need to enlarge our students' financial and economic literacy, for instance, also to improve perseverance, a culture of effort. And for into action, we need to be able to engage others, to have social skills and abilities, and again, especially in these times, to learn how to cope with ambiguity, uncertainty, risk-taking, and so forth.
What is Antracom for teachers?
Antracom for teachers starts taking Antracom as the base, because we learn through our teaching experience that not always the requirements of the job market and the world of work are 100% aligned with the teachings that students learn in school. So we set out, we said, why not gather existing tasks and activities and create new ones, new projects, new exercises, new dynamics, so that teachers can introduce this in their everyday teaching and therefore help students become more innovative and developing a better entrepreneurial mindset. And that is basically, in rough, what we have set out to do.
Who takes part in this project?
We have our coordinators from Norway, that's Hoyland Ungdomsskole. And we also have 2 Italian partners, an association of teachers and school directors from Bologna called ADI. We also have the biggest VT training school in Italy, Pietro Piazza, based in Palermo, Sicily. We have our partners from Lycée Besson in France, near Paris, and ourselves here in the Basque Country.
And how are students involved in the project?
We have planned 2 mobilities. Ideally, 8 students from each participating country will come together and they will try out these tasks that we have created and gathered. They will fill out pre-questionnaires, post-activity questionnaires, so that the core of the activities can be tried out before we extend that material to other teachers. That's the idea. So hopefully, on a couple times, groups of 8 students will be working mixed by nationality, language level skills, and so on.
We wish you the best with your future endeavors, and thank you, Asun, for being here today with us.
Thank you.
Up next is Carmen Moreno, Head of Department of Building and Civil Works and International Coordinator from Construction Vizcaya. You are coming here to speak about the project Embracing Modular Innovation in Construction, Getting Education Modernized. What does EMIGEM stand for, and what is the aim of the project?
Yes. Good morning. First of all, I am Romero, no Moreno.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry. Bueno, as you have told us, EMIGEM stands for Embracing Modular Innovation in Construction, Getting Education Modernized. Our aim is to transform the delivery of the modular construction training into vocational education training. And that's why we want to try an open online platform to provide all the professionals of the entire process that kind of training. So they could be trained from those professionals from the initial design, those designers, until those who assemble the building on site.
Why did you start EMIGEM now?
Well, although modular and off-site construction is something that has been developed in other countries, especially in the eastern part, in the countries of the eastern part of Europe, here over the last years, our construction team has noticed that building and modular systems were has become very increasingly important. So by adopting these kind of methods, we also improve other issues like decarbonization, energy and resources efficiency, and work safe.
Why has off-site manufacturing become more and more important?
Well, I think this is clear. If digitalization has burst strongly in all the productive world. So if we want to talk about a construction 4.0, we can't continue working as our parents or as in a traditional way. I think it's important to change our mind and to start looking at the buildings as products. So the most of them, of their components, or perhaps all of them, can be manufactured in a factory. Think that if the most we manufacture in a factory, the higher quality of buildings we are going to get. More efficient, less waste. We are going to produce less waste. It will be a better environment to work for the workers, and they will be affordable in a shorter time frame.
Okay, so we are going to see the develop of your project closely. And thank you so much, Carmen Romero, for being here today and talk about more details of your project.
Okay, thank you.
We will continue to know more about Flipped Creative Awareness Teaching Project from the hand of Joseba Ramos, high school teacher in Goierri School. What is Flipped Classroom Method?
Hello, good morning. So the Fly Create project is based on this method, on the flipped classroom. So it's very simply explained to flip the traditional way to teach. So the traditional way was to have a lecture and the students work at home. So the very simple way to explain flipped classroom method is just to change it. The lecture or the theory will work at home or outside the class, and the class will be used more practically, more active. It's a method who is centered in the student, so we want to be more proactive today, teach them to be more proactive and to be active in their own learning process.
And what do you think it is so important to flip the classroom?
Okay, we work with different methodologies also during these years, and I think with this method, with flipped classroom, we can have like it's a big box where we can also use another kind of cooperative learning or project-based learning or whatever. In that way, we use the practical time that we have at the school with the students, really being active with them, not just reading or giving them the traditional classes and lectures. And in that project, in the Free Create project, we have partners we are from 6 countries, partners, and we have very interesting partners that they are really active in that way, and they already have a kind of approach in their schools. And we also have a company from Slovenia who make digital lesson plans, and they are giving us some help. So it's really interesting, not just flip classroom method is more to prepare teachers to change their way of teaching.
How is the project going in the current COVID situation?
As I was saying now, we have different training activities for teachers, and they were planned to be in different places all around Europe. And with this situation, all the activities are online, so it's more difficult to follow them, to give more the 100% of the teacher in this training activity, because it's really difficult to make practical work where you are just so far and with just on a screen. But we are doing it, and we are going on with the project. We finished yesterday our third training activity. It was really interesting, and we will keep it.
We hope we will improve this current situation, and you can improve also in your future steps in the project. Thank you so much, Joseba, for spending a few minutes to talk about your project. Thank you. To end this blog, in which we are talking about methodologies, up next we have Marina Ealo Garces, teacher in Health Modules, Head of Human Services Department and coordinator of the Erasmus project. You come from Integrated Vocational Training School in Iurreta, and your project is called Learning Through Game Playing, Habilitas. This is the first time that Iurreta has taken part in an European project. How did you decide to take this step?
Well, we took part some years ago, but not like partners, but collaborating with Ikaslan. They needed some of our classrooms and so on, so we collaborated with them. But it is the first time we are going to take part in a European project. We were a bit nervous about that. It was like a jump in the air, but we thought it was a good idea. We were invited. We received a call from AEVA, the steering team, inviting us to take part in their project. We discussed it, and we thought that, okay, let's go.
It's a challenge for you.
Yeah,
of course.
It's a challenge.
This is an innovative project which tries to promote new learning methodologies. What is the role of the students in this project?
Well, it's a project, as it says, that aims to create materials for students who have special needs or difficulties to learn. So as it is going to be a material for them, we want them to take part in it. We want them to create those materials, and so we can see how improving or how difficult it is. It is material in the area of caregivers, so my own department is involved. We are people from different parts, from Poland, Greece, Portugal, Great Britain, and us. And Iurreta is going to take part in the creation of materials about diet and nutrition. So they are going to create videos, they are going to create web quests. It's a kind of methodology based on challenges. So we want them to help us create it and see how they like it and how they manage with that.
What objectives do you aim to achieve with this project?
The objective is to create some sort of shortened curriculum with just minimum objectives. So these people who have special needs or difficulties can reach the objectives.
Okay.
So we have thought about creating these materials based in game playing, in using mobile phones, computers, games and apps they know better than us, and give them the challenge to create their own way of learning the curriculum things, yeah.
Okay, so we wish you good luck with this project. Thank you, Marina, for being here.
Yeah.
In a few minutes, we will continue to learn about more projects, this time on sustainability.
Hello, my name is Risto Virkkunen from Finland. I'm coordinator of KA3 project Together for Future Wet Skills. In this Networks and Partnerships project, we have one network from Finland, two from Italy, and thanks to ICASLAN, we also have a partner from Basque Country. The project has three main activities. They are international strategy development in vocational education and training, fostering learning of key competencies, and European Vocational Skills Week. Thanks and have a nice day.
Hi everyone, my name is Paula and I work for a vet school in the northern part of the Netherlands called Friesland College. We are the coordinators of the project leader, which we work on with other partners from the Netherlands, from Malta, Denmark, Romania, and of course from Spain. Within this project, we are developing a serious game to help teachers train students in their soft skills development and help them to become the leaders of tomorrow. We are actually in the final stage of the project, so if you want to stay updated, go to the website leadertheproject.com.
Hello from the UK, everyone. I'm representing the project We Brand for All. 6 countries are participating in the project, and that's the UK, Greece, Spain, Slovenia, Bulgaria, and Hungary. Politecnica Ciorieri is also one of our partners, and the project is about helping young job seekers to build and maintain their personal brand in order to find employment in the field that they want. Thank you, bye.
Good morning from Basque Country in Spain. Here at Politecnica Ciorieri, we are coordinating the system project along with partners from Greece, Croatia, and Portugal. We have developed materials and projects for Arduino. We have developed as well an online aula. This online aula is a platform that centralizes and organizes the reservation of time slots to be able to use the aula, and everything will be available in our website. Thank you very much.
Good morning from the Basque Country. Here at Politecnica Ciorieri, we are coordinating the School Starters Hub European project with partners from Greece, Italy, Bulgaria and Cyprus. In this hub, you will find innovative training tools to foster entrepreneurial skills among school students. Next year, we will be organizing a contest where students will be able to present their best business idea they will develop using these tools. Join the School Starters Hub community. Goodbye.
Hi, we are Conny and Helen from Germany, and we are the coordinators of the Simply Included project, where Ethel and Otja Quaga take part.
The project is about social inclusion of migrants and refugees in vocational education and training. It aims to empower and to develop their professional identity.
Hi, I'm Nicola Alimenti, Head of Internationalization of Aproformazione. I introduce you to the Key Action 2 Erasmus Plus project iLearn Mobility and Training for Apprentices, developed from 2018 to 2021 in cooperation with Politecnica Ciorieri in the Basque Country, Rock Noorderpoort in the Netherlands, and CEDU in Finland. The project is coming to the end, and we are close to the release of the iLearn digital tool to monitor, assess and validate the apprentice learning at school, in companies and abroad. You can use it for free and customize it to your own needs. The tool is available in English, Italian, Spanish, Basque, Dutch, Finnish. More languages can be added in the future. Don't hesitate to contact us if you want to use it.
Today is the official day of the Earth, and we are going to talk about sustainability. The Basque Country believes in sustainable human growth, where society, the environment, culture, and economy are interconnected and not separate. Sustainability is a paradigm to think about a future where environmental, social, and economic considerations are balanced in the search for better quality of life. And to talk about this, in a moment we will have Lizar Azcune, automotive teacher from vocational school in Arechavaleta. Thank you, Lizar, to come here today and to be here with us. You are going to talk about a project that's called From Combustion Engine Vehicle to Electric Vehicle. What are the main lines of work of the project?
Yes, our project is to become an old classic Beetle in a super Tesla. Now, we are going to remove the combustion engine and put an electric engine there. So we are going to say that we are going to create a green car. Okay, but the car only is an excuse to propose a exciting challenge to the students. Okay, now we are on hold because we already prepared the chassis and vehicle body. It's already done, but we are waiting the electric engine and batteries. So we are hoping that will happen early.
You are developing the project.
Yeah, but we are on hold. The students are on hold. And the third part is that we are in Erasmus Plus. So that's very cool to students, also for teachers, to meet other people, other culture, workflows. It's very interesting. So in general, we are excited with this project.
Why is the project important for the current paradigm shift that is happening today in the automotive sector?
Yeah, many brands are focusing in this kind of vehicles, electric vehicles. Also in the Basque Country are factories that are providing these brands material, like engines or batteries. So that's happening right now. Also, we think that for the students' profile, it's very important, this kind of knowledge. And also, we want to dive deeper in electric vehicle and put more effort in this kind of knowledge because we already have like Toyota Prius in Arechavaleta. Also, Euskalec Technica's Euskalec project, that is an electric cart, and it's quite nice, but this is a step before us. It's like quite good project.
What is the main motivation of the students involved in this project?
Yeah, it's to getting excited, the students. They know many times that when they go to the class,
yeah. Different companies, to the class.
To the class, they work with stuff that they know that never is going to work. But here you have a car that in 2 years they want to see working on in our roads. So it will nice. It's another step, okay. And in the road, in the way, we are acquiring technical and cross-functional skills. So it's all in. It's a great project.
Yeah. So we wish you good luck.
Yeah, we hope so. you can call to the manufacturers maybe. It's a good idea, but yeah, we hope so.
Perfect, and thank you, Lizar, for being here today with us.
Thank you very much.
From Gipuzkoa, we go to Vizcaya, specifically Santurtzi, where from Calasanz Vocational School, they have created the project Circular Economy Skills and Awareness Raising Zizar. To talk about this project, we have with us Rafael Valparda, International Projects Coordinator. Thank you, Rafael, for being here today. What was the interest in collaborating in this project?
Thank you to you. I think today is a very good day to speak about circular economy because this is the Day of the Earth. All of them, we are for a vocational training school from Europe, from Portugal, Finland, Germany, and Basque Country, and all of us, we are very interested in circular economy. In our case, for example, we have Green Entrepreneurial Schools, a very well-known project that help entrepreneurial people to make more sustainable their business. And in the last 2 years, 200 of ideas has created a very good companies with sensibility for circular economy. And also, we have a big compromise with the society. For that reason, we have very interested in work together in order to develop innovative materials in order to use for other students in other schools. Also, we have 3 very expert partners from companies in Erasmus Plus programs. One of them is the promoter in Portugal, and other ones are from Italy, and one of them is from Basque Country, Education and Mobility, from Bilbao.
Okay, what problem or added value does this collaboration project bring to each of the partners?
Yes, the main interest we have is develop materials to use in school for students, in vocational training school mainly, but in all the levels of the education system. Mainly for raise awareness of the circular economy, promote circular economic methodologies, methods among teachers and students, also help students to create their circular economy projects in order to enrich the society, and develop among students and future workers circular economy skills to get a better world, a better workforce in company.
How is the project going to achieve these objectives you are talking about? What instruments will be used to achieve them?
That is very complex. Now we are working in a skill matrix in order to develop materials to learn in the schools. And also innovative systems like, for example, and very powerful circular economy skills assessments in order to be used for anyone in any school in any country. And also with funny tools in order to be used by students like escape rooms, for example. Yes, through this kind of methods, students can learn and develop their circular economy skills.
So the same thing as other participants.
Yes.
We wish you very good luck. Okay, thank you, Rafael.
Thank you.
I hope you are going to achieve the goals you have set for this project, and thank you for being here.
No, thank you to you, and we hope to help to save the planet from the education.
Of course,
yes,
of course.
That's the right.
And we are going to introduce the next representative, Igotz Gallastegi Sodupe, responsible of Erasmus Plus in Kardala School. The project that you bring us today, Igotz, is called AquaView. What is AquaView?
Okay, good morning. Well, AquaView is a project launched by 7 partners all over Europe and in the Netherlands, Belgium, Italy, Slovenia, Poland, Malta, and the Basque Country, and all are involved in aquaculture. As you said before, the sustainability is a key factor, a key challenge in Europe, and the food providing is also one of the main challenges. And aquaculture can play a big role in all these challenges. And the main goal of this project is to give the vocational education and training schools in aquaculture, give them the European view in all these challenges.
And why AquaView?
Okay, aquaculture is a very diverse sector in all over the world, because of the main material is the water, and you cannot move the water. Well, you can, but it's not very. And so mostly the sector is based in rural areas, and it's very diverse. So the vocational education and training schools in aquaculture are also very diverse. So we see that we all need a European view of the aquaculture, and that's we think is the project.
Which are the aims of AquaView?
Well, well, there are three different main aims. One of them is give the students the opportunity to do the whole process of the education anywhere in Europe. So as I told you before, the aquaculture is very diverse. So in some places you can do some kind of aquaculture, and in other places other kind of aquaculture. So
in the current situation, it's a little bit difficult to do that.
Obviously, yeah. But hopefully the situation will change. Hopefully. So we want to give the students the opportunity to move around Europe and complete the studies in that way. So the first aim was we set up a European profile of EQF 5 in aquaculture, professional profile. Then EQF 4 professional profile, and now we are trying to develop a whole course on aquaculture, a European course. So in that way, all the students in aquaculture, students in a vocational and training education can move around and can develop the professional career anywhere in Europe.
In conclusion, you are waiting the vaccine.
Oh, yes.
Hopefully. Okay, thank you so much, Igot, for being here. And to finish talking about sustainability, shortly we will have Oyer Aranzabal Uriarte, Innovation Manager from Vocational School in Usurbil. And your project is called Energy Education. What is the reason for creating the project?
Okay, just a long time ago, we are very committed to energy matters, yes, and now due to climate change, we think that we have to work hard in the energy transition, yes. So we are creating a new model of generating renewable energy locally, yes, mainly from the sun and from the wind, also managing this energy and storing it, interchanging it to the grid, and consuming it efficiently in passive house-style buildings or in electrical vehicles. So this is the model that we believe on. So we are working actually in 3 European KA2 projects. And this project specifically belongs to the energy management area. We are the leaders because we thought that we needed to open this model and find the good partners in order to develop the energy management systems and the monitoring systems also, and creating didactic resources related to them.
What were the highlights of the project?
The main purpose of the project is to identify and implement correct systems of generating and consuming energy efficiently and generating it by renewable sources, and creating the good tools for managing this energy. And of course, trying to teach to our students how to work in this with these tools. For this, we try to develop more massive open online courses, yes, based on the experiences that we have within our international partners. And we also, methodologically, we try to work with ECVET credits. So the material that we develop in the different parts of Europe can be used and can be interchanged between the different schools.
What does working in innovation projects bring to you?
For us, it's a very interesting experience because we had another project in the past also. We find a lot of new partners, technological companies, good schools that can inform us about the status of the art in different parts of Europe. We can go and meet them, not now, but we hope that in the future soon we'll be able to interchange students and teachers and have a very interesting cultural experience also.
You are speaking about expanding. What new lines do you want to expand in internationalization in the future?
Yeah, we are mainly very motivated with the energy transition subject. So we have the idea of continuing with first developing projects in this area and in the future also creating a excellent vocational excellence center, mainly related to energy and to to energy transition matter.
Okay, thank you very much, Oyer, for being here, for telling us more details about your project, and we wish you good luck also.
Okay, thank you.
We will take a short pause to set up the next participants, and they are going to come to talk about inclusion projects. So in a few minutes, we will be back.
Hello, greetings from Finland. My name is Mari Kontturi. I'm from Luovi Vocational College and I'm coordinating RexVet project. The partners are from Finland, Estonia, the Netherlands, Italy and Centro San Viator from Basque Country. In RexVet project, we focus on internationalization skills and professional development of vet staff. Stay tuned. Eskari Kasko. Bye.
Hello and greetings from Glasgow in the United Kingdom. With 7 partners from the Basque Country, the Czech Republic, Germany, the Netherlands, Slovenia and the UK, our KA2 project VetTed aims to support vocational educators across the EU. We've developed a self-assessment tool, 6 micro-learning programmes and a range of best practice case studies, enabling educators to adapt technology-enhanced learning into their teaching. For more information, please visit www.vet-ted.eu or follow us on Twitter and LinkedIn. And if you can, join us at our final conference being held online on Friday the 21st of May 2021. Thanks for listening and I hope you enjoy the rest of the project dissemination event being organised by Technica. Goodbye.
Hello, my name is Klaus Kraut. I'm standing here at Gifhorn and I want to present our project KA2, Digital European Welding Education. Our partners in Europe are Norway, Finland, Austria, Greece, 2 times from Germany, and the Goieri Escola from Basque Country. We create lessons for using the welding simulator in the wet system in different countries. Thank you very much, goodbye and have a good time.
Good morning from Basque Country in Spain. Here at Politecnica Churiate, we are coordinating the system project along with partners from Greece, Croatia and Portugal. We have developed materials and projects for Arduino. We have developed as well an online aula. This online aula is a platform that centralizes and organizes the reservation of time slots to be able to use the aula, and everything will be available in our website. Thank you very much.
And we will continue speaking about inclusion. Active inclusion means enabling every citizen, notably the most disadvantaged, to fully participate in society, including having a job. We are going to go deeper into this topic by learning about projects that are related to the inclusion, such as INVET, a project created at Maristac School in Durango. To talk about this project, we have with us the teacher Irantzu Torre Martinez. Good morning, Irantzu.
Good morning.
What is the project about?
Well, we are working among other projects with INVET, that is an inclusive project for students of 14, 15 years old. We are on the first stage of the project, and it's going to last about approximately 2 years. And in order to speak and explain a little bit the implementation of our project, we need to say that it is we are working basically on two outputs. That the first one is a guide with measures and resources for to create or to design, let's say, an intervention model that needs to follow necessarily 3 stages that are the first one, the prevention. Secondly, we have the intervention, and the last one that is called the compensation. We are including real examples, case studies that we think are going to help to adjust those models to the reality of each training center.
Which are the partners are involved in the project?
Yeah, we are working with some European countries that are also centers with this kind of students. They are from Italy, Netherlands, Romania, and Austria, and then the Basque Country with our center. Also, we are trying to create some models, let's say, and resources for the teachers in order to empower them with, let's say, their work with conflictive students, yeah? And in Maristac, we are trying to get to know the most important thing. That's what we think it is, the reasons that promote this kind of conflictive or problematic situations, because with this information we can help and understand the roles of the training centers, students themselves, and so on. And we are also creating or designing an, let's say, medium long-term plan for action plan for the classes trying to help. It's an online toolkit to share with other centers and with teachers trying to help with this when they need to face these conflictive situations with problematic students above all. And this is roughly what we are doing now in Maristac.
Brilliant project. So we wish you good luck, Irantzu.
Thank you
so much for being here today.
The same.
We are going to know more about the next project. I introduced Roberto Garcia Montero, the manager of Peñascal Vocational School, who comes to tell us about his project Soft Skills. What is the main purpose of the Soft Skills project?
Well, we know that hard skills or technical competences are important in the acquiring and maintaining work, but even soft skills like autonomy or working team or assertiveness even are very important for acquire and for maintain the work. No? So we are the main goal of the project is to offer vocational training centers, but to offer even to enterprises a model to define this kind of competences, to offer a model and methods to train it, and to assess them. So give an easy way in order to work and develop this kind of competence with the people.
What is the most relevant feature of the results of this project?
Well, I think that the most relevant feature is that in the project are involved 9 partners for 5 countries. And the diversity of these partners offers to the project versatility on the results, because there are vocational training centers, yes, but even enterprises that work with handicapped people and people with problems of employability, and even the networks of training centers that groups more than 45 training centers that had the possibility to spread it, the results in a strong way also.
Nice. What products will be available in relation to your project?
Well, we have worked with a catalog of 20 soft skills groups in 5 clusters that offers to the parents and to any entity that are interested in a training kit in order to give them a model and a concrete way of train these competences. We have developed also a platform, a digital platform that can operate in computer and on mobile in order to give the opportunity to the supervisors of enterprises or even to teachers to assess the people and to control the development of the people on it. And even we have offered near 100 didactic tools, especially to the teachers, that can use in the class and in the job environment that they are that they train with the people.
Very good job, Roberto, and thank you very much for wanting to be here with us today to tell us about your project.
Okay,
thank you.
thanks.
Let's get to know the project Oscar, Overcoming Student Challenges and Aiding Retention from Ocharcoaga Training Center. For this, we have with us the teacher, Kepa López de Avechuco. Thank you, Kepa, for being here today with us.
Thank you, and good morning.
What is Oscar?
Oscar is a funny name for a project, but as you said, it stands for Overcoming Student Challenges and Aiding Retention. It is an Erasmus Plus project led by Dundee and Angus College in Scotland, and the rest of the members are from Bulgaria, Finland, the Netherlands, Greece, and us in the Basque Country. The main objective of Oscar is to identify best practices in awareness, interventions, and solutions in the mental health and well-being in our organizations.
And why mental health?
We think that mental health is very important because mental health problems may cause an obstacle for students to overcome in the classroom. Mental health problems may cause an obstacle in their learning process, so providing them with diagnosis, awareness, and support can help them to go on in the process from education into employment.
And I think that in the current situation, taking into account the COVID situation, it's more and more important.
Yeah, because, for example, these cases of being at home in a lockdown for 10 days can increase the mental health problems that the students have. So we are trying to make a diagnosis and then help them to go on with those problems.
What are the key outputs of Oscar?
Well, Oscar is divided in 3 intellectual outputs. Intellectual output 1 is a repository of case studies and best practices. All the partners countries found 10 best practices among their organizations and their countries to help them to have a base for a repository. And then IO2 is a toolkit for teachers, trainers, and managers, and IO3 is a mix of those 2 outputs together.
I think that the COVID-19 affected the project.
Yes, of course, it affected. Because just one week before we were supposed to go to Bulgaria for our second trinational meeting, we entered in a lockdown, and as most of the partners were in a lockdown, we decided to go in an online meeting. And since then, we have been meeting online once a month. Once a month. And then we have to make big changes, and we deal big challenges because our transnational learning activity was due to take place in the Netherlands in 2020 in May, and we had to postpone it. At the end, we made it online in 4 sessions in January and February. And there were attending 30 teachers. So it was a big challenge to overcome that.
But you are adapting very well.
Yeah.
So we hope we will change this current situation.
Yeah, hope so.
We will be better in a few months, I hope. And we wish you good luck with your project, Oscar. Thank you so much for being here. To end this block in which we are talking about inclusion, we have with us Juan Luis Nazabal, Professor of Mechanics and International Project Coordinator. You are coming from Tolosaldea Vocational School, and the project is called In Partnership for Promoting Successful Inclusion in a European Perspective, in Inclusion. What kind of project is this, and where are the partners from?
Okay, good morning. This project called, as you have said, in Partnership for Promoting Successful Inclusion in a European Perspective, is a KA 201 project. It's a strategic partnership in school education. This project, the partners of this project are for 6 different countries. We have 7 partners, 6 schools, 3 of them are regular schools, and 3 of them are vocational schools, and 1 organization which provides training. The countries where the organizations are, or the schools are Turkey, Greece, Italy, Slovenia, Portugal, and the Basque Country. The coordinator of the group is the Portuguese school, Agrupamento de Escolas de Aljustral.
Okay. Which are the main objectives of the project?
This project arises after informal visits in other Erasmus Plus projects, where conversations related with the success of these schools in combating exclusion and dropping out were addressed. From these conversations, we understood that we had a lot to learn from each other, because the way that each country, each school, were developing the management against boosting inclusion was different, because we had different types of students with different backgrounds. The in Inclusion project takes the challenge of the global world, of the training of young people, bringing the possibility of bringing the object of improving the concepts of what is a school for all, for each one and everyone, and how can we improve the European institutions in order to have a true inclusive education. In that sense, that we are going to propose or we are going to present are going to be good practices of inclusion at different schools with different types of students. In this way, we have schools like the School of Economics in Novo Mesto in Slovenia that are focused on the inclusion of students from minorities or refugees. School, for example, like Balıkesir Adnan Menderes High School in Turkey are devoted to the inclusion of female students that are in risk of exclusion, and also early living school. And for example, in the Agrupament of Escolas Aljustral also, they are focusing in the inclusion of students with special needs. And in Italy, in the Basque Country, we are focused in the Federico II Instituto in Tolosaldea, we are focused on students with fewer socioeconomic opportunities. And last but not least, in the United Special Vocational Gymnasium and Lyceum of Patras are focused on the inclusion of students with disabilities. Then all of us are working in this aim, that is the inclusion of all kinds of students.
Very interesting project, and we wish you good luck with this great project. Thank you so much, Juan Luis, for being here. In a few minutes, we will continue to learn about more projects, this time on health and aging.
Hello and greetings from Cometa Formazione, Italy. We are coordinating the GIVE project, one of the centers of vocational excellence, with Centro San Viator and other partners in Spain, Italy, Malta, Finland, Romania, Tunisia and Belarus. Our goal, to show how vocational excellence can be inclusive, and we are working to prepare tools for other European and international partners. So keep in touch. Bye.
Greetings from Norway. My name is Arne and I will now give you a brief introduction to our project, We Are 2020, which we are currently working on together with our partner VET institutions from Spain and Finland. The goal for this particular project is to find out how or if VET teachers can benefit from using virtual reality in their teaching, and that doing this will improve students' learning outcome. Thank you for listening, have a nice day and goodbye.
Hello, my name is Erna van der Werf from Learning Hub Friesland in the Netherlands. Thank you, Sebank, for your invitation to present our project here at this conference to the Basque community. I'm very happy to be here. What the heck? Yes, what the heck? That is the name of our project. In our project, we work together with partners from the Basque country, such as Sebank, but also from the Frisian region in the Netherlands and Estonia and Belgium. And we work together to really create a world of opportunity on the topics of cybersecurity, cyber safety, and ethical hacking for young people. Thank you and have a nice conference.
Hello everyone from Italy. I will talk to you about WISE, which is a project funded by the Erasmus call. We are 7 partners in 8 countries, and our project means working in soft skills for employment. We want to compare labor market systems and training systems in order to make our students to acquire the best competencies ever. Our project will include also learning activities in the Basque Country, which is an excellence in this field. Thank you.
My name is Annette Wiedermann, and I'm Director and Project Manager at the YES Forum, a network of organizations working with and for young people. We are coordinating the project The Employable Youth It Works, with partners from Germany, Greece, Romania, Sweden, the UK, and Centro San Viator in Spain. With the project, we aim to support young people who are not in education, employment or training by providing professionals with capacity building to offer better support services, and young people with soft skills to facilitate their smoother entry into the labor market.
In this last block of the Erasmus Plus Innovation Project Dissemination Event 2021, we will speak about health and aging. Nowadays, health education is actively experimenting with new models of care. In Europe, by 2060, 1 in 3 inhabitants will be over 65. A similar trend of increasing life expectancy and reversal of the population pyramid will be followed by the rest of the developed countries on the planet. The forms of living, consumption, attention, economy will therefore change. This is a challenge of the first magnitude, understood as an opportunity both in the social and economic spheres. On this subject, we are going to talk knowing more about the project CABAD, Quality of Life at Home, by the hand of Nereva Peña, Coordinator of International Projects of the Center Nazareth. Thank you, Nereva, for being here today. What is the objective of CABAD?
Well, the objective of CABAD is to improve quality of life of elderly people that live at home. So in relation to that, is also another objective is to improve the quality of life of the carers, the people that take care of those elderly people, and also improve the quality of training around caring. We also would like to give support to carers and also create a net of support outside the home so that will involve all the stakeholders involved in care at home.
What are the outcomes of the project?
Well, the project has several outcomes. The first one was to do a net of of best practices in Europe and detect the best practices around home care. And we detected 59 best practices in Europe. And from those, we selected 15 that we studied in depth. And at the same time, we also found out what are the needs in home care in different countries in Europe. And that was like the first step. And from there, we could see what the needs were. So from there, we have done an analysis of the training needs, and we are designing some modules that are for carers of elderly people on different topics, because we have been able to identify different topics that are needed in the training. For example, it could be communication, knowledge on elderly care. It could be housing, how we have to organize the houses for the elderly care. It could be tools. It could be digital tools. So around those topics, we have found that are important. We are going to design some units. And also, we are going to create a guide, a support guide, so that the people that are caring at home can use it, can find support, can find practical examples, and they can be guided in the care at home.
And what are the strengths of CABAD?
Well, CABAD has several strengths, but if I had to select like one or two, the strength is the partnership. It is 4 different countries taking part now, Finland, Italy, France, and the Basque Country. But there are different partners. We are not all educational institutions. So, for example, in Finland, the partner is the Occupational Health Institute. In Italy, we have the Bologna University with researchers from the education department. We also have a vocational education and training school. We also have service companies that give service in the homes. And in France, the setup is similar. There is a combination of partners. We have an education institution that teaches social studies from EQF 3 to EQF 6. And we also have institutions that give direct service at homes. And here in the Basque Country, it's Matia Institute and Matia Fundazioa, which obviously they are a very relevant care provider that have first-hand knowledge of what's going on, and also they have a research center. And Nazareth, we are a vocational education and training. So the strength is that we have people that give care directly at home, but we have teachers that are training the future carers, but we also have universities and researchers. And that combination, for me, is one of the main strengths.
Of course.
And the second strength maybe is that we've created local committees. So each country has a local committee. And in that local committee, different partners, the stakeholders that have to do with home care, take part. And they've helped us identify the best practices. They've helped us identify the needs. And with that, they are guiding us and helping us to check that we are on the right path. And without their help, I think the project wouldn't have been the same. So I think that's the second strength.
Thank you, Nereva, and we hope to continue knowing more projects from you in the future. Thank you for being here. We also have the presence of Alfredo Garmendia, Head of International Issues of San Viator School. Good morning, Alfredo, and thank you very much for being here. You have created a project called AIDA, Active Aging for the Elderly with ID. Why did you choose this thematic?
Well, because it is clear that the European population is living longer, and also people with intellectual disabilities are living longer. And well, we usually collaborate with entities that work with people with intellectual disabilities, and they ask us for help because they need to offer solutions. Well, solutions. They need to give a service to their target groups, to their clients, to their people with intellectual disabilities, and they cannot do it right now. Okay. So they identified that we are ready to prepare to work with people when they are young. We are ready to work with people with intellectual disabilities while they are working. We are able to offer them employment, but when they get retired, we have a problem. We need to offer them what we say active aging, but we don't have the professionals ready to do it. So once we identified the need, we decided to work for that.
Why did you choose those partners?
Well, we chose those partners because first, as I said, we identified the need, we share our worries, and we realized that the same problem also happened in other countries. In this case, we found partners from Greece, UK, and Denmark, very, very different areas in Europe with the same needs. And also people who are used to work in training people to work with people with ID, and also schools that need to prepare a curricula for their students.
What is the expected impact?
Well, the impact that we would like to have is to change the curricula and to be able to train young people or people who are already working, because that is also one of our aims, no? To train people who are already working in those new needs, as I said, in that new curricula that we are creating, and get them ready to work with elderly people with ID.
Which difficulties do you foresee?
Well, difficulties are clear, and the difficulties are that first, changing the curricula is very, very complicated. I mean, it doesn't depend on us. We can create the curricula, but then it is the educational authorities, the ones who have to accept it and foster the change.
So we have you good luck with these changes of the curricula and be able to achieve the aims you have in the project. Thank you, Alfredo, for being here today. Coming up next, we have Enara Iriondo Aperribai. You are European Project Manager from MECA Vocational School, and your project is called Team We. Who are the partners in this project?
So there are 5 partners in this project. We have a vocational institution, and which is TREDU, and the University of Applied Sciences, TAMK, both in Tampere, Finland. Then we have a partner in the Netherlands, which is also a vocational institution, Deltion College. And here in the Basque Country, the school I'm representing, MECA, and also Technica, which I think doesn't need any introduction today. Yeah.
What are the main goals of the project?
So the idea of the project has been to involve both students and teachers from different educational fields, so health and social care on the one hand, and more technical disciplines like IT or mechanical and electrical engineering, together in solving real problems using welfare technology. The focus of the project is on elderly people, so we collaborate with institutions such as home care providers or nursing homes. So with all of this, we want to use new methodologies of teaching and learning in vocational training. We want to deepen our knowledge in welfare technology, and also we want to strengthen collaboration with the institutions we collaborate with. So in order to put all of this into practice, we designed 3 LTT weeks with students in each of the partner countries, and you know, with all this situation, with this pandemic, we have had to reinvent ourselves, as everyone here, and we are going to we have postponed everything, trying to have a face-to-face LTT week, but in the end, we are going to have, in 3 weeks' time, I think, a virtual LTT week with students. So it is a challenge for us, really, because we are going to use virtual and augmented reality to simulate spaces, and that's a challenge.
What can teachers understand from participating in it?
So I think this is very, participating in an Erasmus project is enriching both for students and both for teachers too. Also for teachers, there is a personal aspect which I think is undeniable when you participate in a European project with other countries. Professionally, it is also challenging because although we are very used to using active methodologies here in the Basque Country with ETASI and all of this, I think this is a step beyond, because students are going to work in cross-curricular international teams. And the knowledge we are acquiring as teachers in welfare technology is also undeniable, and we will transfer all of this to the students, of course.
What can students gain from participating within this project?
So I think it is quite similar. So for most of the students, this is going to be their first international experience. So they are going to develop key competencies. They are going to use digital devices to communicate in a foreign language. And as we have organized this in such a way that they are going to be interdependent, so they need to share their knowledge, but also learn from each other. So I think it is really enriching for them. And they're going to try to use welfare technology in order to improve the quality of life of the elderly. So, for example, the LTT we are having in 3 weeks' time, the context is meaningful life at home. So all of them have elderly people around, so it is a very close topic for them. And I think it is really enriching for them because they are the future workers of this age in Europe.
Of course, and I think that it will be also a life experience for them.
Of course, I have no doubt about it.
Thank you so much, Enara, for coming today and talk about your project, Team We.
Thank you.
We wish you the best and good luck with the students' motivation. Finally, we have with us Marijo Moreno Juan, European Project Manager from CEBank. And you're going to talk about DCARE, dementia, respect and respite.
That's it.
How did you come up with the partnership?
Well, most of the partners, we knew each other because of previous projects, and we did have a very good experience working together. We had like a kind of same background because we came from working in like kind of social projects, especially in aging projects, and we came up to like a kind of conclusion that one of the weakest group among this aging population are the people with dementia, and that we still had a lot of things to do for this group. So we decided that we wanted to develop a project around dementia, and we came up with this partnership where we are like 9 partners from 6 countries, so we are a quite big partnership.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why DCARE, a project about dementia?
Well, as you have said, and everybody has said before, we are facing a new situation with this aging population. But it's not only about the percentage of people over 65, because sometimes we talk about people over 65 as if all were the same, and someone who's 65 has nothing to do with someone who's 95, for example, no?
Of course.
So we have to take into account that we are having like an aging of the aging population. The percentage of people over 80, it's really the one that is percentually increasing the most. And we do know that between 25 and 30% of the people over 80 can suffer some kind of dementia. So we are going to face like a really huge reality with the people with dementia. And dementia is the illness that has like the highest percentage of disability. when someone in a family has a dementia diagnosis, everything changes. Life becomes really complicated for them. So we decided that we wanted to create something that could improve not only the life of people with dementia, but also for the life of their caregivers, because all the family situation really changes quite a lot. And that's why we decided to work in a project around dementia.
And what are the main objectives of this project?
Well, first of all, and this is a general objective, but I think it's quite important, we want to contribute somehow to improve the quality of life of people with dementia and their families and caregivers by trying to keep their quality of life the longest time possible. For this, we're going to develop a training course in cognitive stimulation therapy. That is a methodology that has been developed in the United Kingdom, and it has been demonstrated to keep the abilities of people with dementia for a longer time, improve their social skills. They have like more social relations with each other. Using this methodology, we want to approach like a new care model for people with dementia. We want to improve the knowledge of the care professional and non-professional caregivers around dementia, because still we don't have like such a professional knowledge to take care of them. And I think those are the main objectives of the project, and most of all, to give, to contribute like in a small piece, but somehow improving their quality of life.
Of course. And how do you want to do these trainings online?
It was supposed to be like this kind of blended learning before all this came up, all this COVID came up, because of previous experiences especially in social projects or projects regarding where aging people is implicated, we realized that only online courses are quite difficult to manage. So we wanted to make like this kind of blended learning with some face-to-face workshops and meetings where they can share their experiences, and then some theoretical online training too.
I think that the groups are little groups, so I think that you can respect the distance, masks, everything.
And I hope that we are supposed to pilot this course by the end of this year, beginning on 2022. So let's hope and finger crossed that we will be able to, to have the original
We hope
plan.
so, yes. Thank you very much, Marijo. And in general, we would like to thank the participation of all the representatives who wanted to be with us today in this event, in which we have been able to learn more about some projects of the Erasmus Plus Innovation Projects Dissemination Event 2021 in this program, Erasmus Plus Innovation Project. Vocational training in the Basque Country is open to European cooperation, so we hope you continue to be motivated to create new projects in future editions, and we wish you the best of luck. Until next time.
Prepare, sow and harvest. The cycle is completed in 3 actions. The sun, the sea, the wind and the earth offer us the harvest. The fruit is the energy of their strength. Caring for the planet and the well-being of society is the goal. But in order to harvest, we have to prepare and sow. The key is to play fair, both in energy generation and consumption. Clean generation, clean consumption. And the only way to do that is through excellence. Vocational education and training is at the heart of the preparation phase. The European Green Deal has laid the foundations so that economic growth and sustainability go hand in hand, and the youth will be at the heart of the agreement. The decarbonisation process will be undertaken by them, the youth. Prepare and sow. These are the keys, focusing on research and development, step by step, building on human values. Through knowledge, we will achieve the desired harvest, clean and renewable energy, but acting responsibly in all processes, working attentively at each step, in every action. We are prepared to give the best of ourselves at all times. Basque vet colleges have started the work at home and have taken the first steps. We are acting responsibly and coherently and working on respect for nature as one of our most important values. And from the Basque Country, we open up to the world, because playing fair with nature has no borders, and the air we breathe is a heritage of all humanity. Training in energy excellence.